Hello everybody and welcome back to Benevento. Now we've obviously got some games to go over since the last time we met, and to be honest with you, things have not been going so well. So when we last met, it was a 3-0 defeat against Lazio in Serie A. We were at home at the time and I believe we got beat 3-0. We followed that up with a 1-1 away draw to Udinese, which was a half decent result. You know, we were higher than them in the table, quite a bit higher. I think they were 17th at the time, we were like 5th or 6th. But we did come away with the draw. Claudio Mora getting himself a 17th minute goal, which secured the 1-1 draw. Good enough. We then had a home tie against Torino. Torino absolutely dominated this match. They really did. But they could not make their opportunities count. Belotti gave them the lead in the 14th minute. But Massimo Corda got us the equaliser in the 72nd minute, which secured the 1-1 draw. A decent point, you know. Torino were higher than us in the table at this point. And unfortunately, Alex Moreno got himself another injury, so it might be a little bit of a dud, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I think he's back now, but it was a good couple of week injury. We then went away to Sassuolo in Serie A and got absolutely dominated. Antonino Ragusa. Aye. He got a hat-trick and sealed the 3-0 victory for them. It was a disappointing game. We did not create anything really. There wasn't too much going on in terms of our attacking player. And yeah, we got beat. Smashed. We then had Verona in the Italian Cup. Our only victory in this run of results was in this game. We won 2-1. 2 goals from Claudio Mora. One in the 21st and one in the 95th minute, securing the victory. I did think we were going to have to go to extra time to settle this match, but fortunately we managed to get away with it. We then went away to Atalanta in Serie A and got beat 2-0. 2 goals from the excellent Andrea Petagna, who was a fantastic footballer, by the way, on FM. If you've never used him for like a mid-table, top-off sort of side, he is really, really well-rounded and really, really good. But yeah, he got a double for them. Josip Ilicic actually missed a penalty in the 44th minute, which kept it at 0-0 at the time. But again, this game we didn't create anything. We then went away to Verona in the league this time and got ourselves a 1-1 draw. Massimo Corda got us in the lead in the 7th minute. Alessio Cerci, though, quickly equalised in the 14th minute to get them back level. But then Claudio Mora got himself sent off in the 24th minute with a second yellow card, which basically meant we were really, really struggling to hold on for the rest of this game. But fortunately, they didn't create too many opportunities in this game, and we did manage to hold out for the 1 point. And in the last game before the game against Crotone, which is who we will be playing today, it was Juventus in the Italian Cup first round. And unfortunately, we got beat 3-0. Goals from Mario Mandzukic, one from Pjanic and one from Higuain, secured the 3-0 victory for Juventus. And I didn't expect anything from this game. This is Juventus at the end of the day. And although we did beat them in the early part of the season, that did seem to be sort of a honeymoon period for us. So after all of our action, it sees us lying in 12th in Serie A. We are currently 6 points clear from 18th compared to 10 points, which is where I left off. So we have dropped 4 points in that gap. But hopefully, I'm hoping that today's game against Crotone could be the turning point of our season and can get us back into some good run of form, because we are struggling right now. Right, we're here. We're back for the team selection against Crotone. We're going to start with Pugioni in goal. Letizia is unfortunately injured for this match, so we're going to start with Giamfi at right back. Luca Antier and Nelson Montier will be our centre backs, with Ashraf Lazar as our left back. In defensive midfield, we're going to start with Claude Gonzalez and Andrea Pedrosa, who's actually now rated as 3-star defensive midfielder. I might start trying to give him some more game time over Mitchell Donald going forward, purely because he's got a bit more to grow. Renato Santos is going to be our right midfielder for the day. Alex Moreno on the left. Massimo Corda up top, with Christian Garcia is injured and Claudio Mora is suspended. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be Vittorio Parigini, who is a good player. The reason why he doesn't really play so much is because he's on loan, and I don't want to give... I'm more interested in giving the players who are permanently with us more game time. And striker is by no means his position, but he's going to have to do today. Oh, I'm a bit more concerned about this game now. So they line up typical 4-5-1, nothing too crazy there. Budimir, I know, is quite a good little target man. Not fantastic, but he's okay. Mandragora is at Juventus. He's a very, very talented player. So yeah, I recognise a couple of the names in their team, but I think in terms of comparing the current ability for both first 11s, this is probably as close as a match as we are going to get in Serie A, along with the likes of Spal and things like that. So hopefully at home we can get the win. Alright, so we'll kick off against Crotone at home. We are shooting from right to left for this first half. Let's hope for 3 points. Highlight now. Goal kick by Crotone's headed up, but it is... They get it in midfield and it looks like they can build an attack now. Ricci on this right hand side cuts inside for Budimir to Isco. Samparisi on this right hand side back to Ricky, back to Isco. A decent strike but a good save from Puggioni. Can we break now? Paragini? No, he gets absolutely a fantastic challenge by their defender. And we're back. Highlight now. Pedrosa now's got the ball. Barbaros clears. Isco now's got the ball in the central of midfield. Finds Stuan on the left hand side. They are keeping possession very well compared to us. Samparisi now gets challenged by Lazar and can we break? Montier tries to clear it along for Paragini, who knocks it down from Moreno excellently. He sets away Paragini down this left hand side. Can he get the ball in the box? He can. Quarters there. I need to have breath. Don't know if you can hear, but next door it is 6:15 on an evening and he's decided to get somebody in to start cutting down trees. Should I try and serve him an Asbo or I don't know. Do you not know I'm recording, mate? Oh, yeah. Never mind, I don't think he can hear us. Right, half time, 0-0, Benevento and Crotone. Disappointing first half, we didn't really create anything. Let's see how we can do in this second half. Highlight now, and Crotone have the ball deep inside their own half. Can we beat Budimir to the header? We can, but it's come forward again. And we just kind of keep the ball quarter. It gets cleared again. Lazar. Now can we build something from the back? It finds Moreno on this left-hand side. Moreno now has got the ball again. Pedrosa plays a lovely through ball for Lazar on the left hand side. He gets the ball and Corda is there and Corda makes it 1-0. Fantastic play by Lazar on that left hand side and it was a superb through ball from I believe it was Pedrosa. Just noticing the little gap there between the fullback and the centre half, and Lazar gets forward lovely, gets the ball in, and Corda, excellent header. I've seen a lot of them just go straight towards the keeper. Claude Gonçalves is having an excellent game in defensive midfield. Is exactly what we want. 70 minutes in, we're going to make some changes. I'm not going to take Gonçalves off because he's having such a good game. We'll bring Guilherme on for our left midfielder, and we'll bring Memeshaj on for Pedrosa. Hopefully these boys can stay out this match. The 3 points here will be a big lift. And unfortunately, it is a highlight. I was hoping the game would just peter out, but Guilherme tries to find a through ball for Corda. He's got in behind the defence. Oh, excellent save by that keeper, really, but Corda should be doing better. Claude Gonçalves, we give the ball away. I thought it was a break, but unfortunately it wasn't. Highlight now, Guilherme on the left-hand side gets challenged by Samparisi, who's already on a yellow card, and they are going to go down to 10 men, I believe. And they've went back to a 4-3-2 formation. Interesting. Still staying with the two up top. Budimir now. Barbaros tries to find a through ball, but Nelson Montier cuts it out. Paragrini set away, but Simic can clear. Oh, now Montier, don't mess. Oh my god, that was scary. Corda, with all the time in the world. Paragrini gets past his man, passes back to Corda to Santos. Claude Gonçalves now. Gonçalves. Oh, he gets challenged by Del Pinto. Was that our Del Pinto? I don't think it was. Nelson. Oh my god, Nelson Montier, what are you doing, son? Get rid of that ball. Corda now, in behind the defence. He's got Paragini on the right the back post, and he finds him. And he makes it 2-0. We're taking the 3 points. Thank God for that. There's a little bit of calamity back in the defence there, but a long ball over the top for Corda. Beats the defender for pace and gets the ball in back post. Excellent cross. And Paragini has done okay up front. Highlight straight from a kick-off. I was kind of hoping the game would just finish right there and then. But it looks like Crotone are throwing everything through. Trotter's now in behind the defence. Gets the ball in. Budimir is there. It was just I mean, we're either... Oh, I don't even know what to say about this. It's just disappointing. Thankfully, we're still in the lead with 2 minutes to go. They are down to 10 men. Come on, boys, see it out. Hopefully, that's it now. Ronaldo Santos with a free kick. It's cleared only as far as Memeshaj. There we'll go. Oh, we'll get the 3 points. We've desperately needed that. So after that win against Crotone, it sees us in 12th position in the Serie A. We're not in the Premier League anymore, Sam. But as you can see, it is very, very tight from Napoli in 13th to Verona in 6th. There is only 1 point that separates all these teams. So we're still in the conversation in terms of mid-table / top half finishes. But as we all know, this is the clear gap. 9 points from 18th. That's all that matters. As long as we can finish 17th position, it will be a successful season. Now, looking forward to the next episode. It will be in January. And I don't want to bring you the Ventus game, really. I tell you what, we're going to go through January and we'll actually go to Cagliari in the 3rd of February. Therefore, we can review all these fixtures that have happened and any sort of transfer business that I might do in January. Now, unless any massive offers come in for many of our players, not a lot is going to happen in January. We've got 2 million in the transfer budget with 15k in the wages. That might actually bring us in one person who was good enough to start in our first team, but it might not at the same time. Well, that was a tough result against Crotone. We didn't dominate them by any means, and had they not went down to 10 men, maybe it would have been a different story. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying my content, consider getting yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.